I'm sorry, I gotta keep repeating myself, but I'm back. I'm back. You got a lot of people gonna ask me, okay, let me start off by explaining to you what this video is gonna be about. This video is pretty much a little update on where I've been, what cars are here, where's my car at, because I know everybody wants to know that question, where's my car at, and pretty much summing everything up together on why I've been gone. So let's start off with question number one, the question everybody wants to know, where's the TSX? If you guys haven't seen my Instagram post or haven't been on my Instagram, I'm going to leave my Instagram down below here. The TSX is painted a whole different color. We did do a color switch on the car for this year. Now the car is still being painted. The fact that it's been there for about a month and a half already is because Rolly is the painter. He's cutting up the quarter panels for the wide body, cutting up the fenders for the wide body, test fitting the wide body on, drilling the holes, doing everything he has to do to get everything matched up completely. There's a dent on the hood that has to get fixed. The hood is not the original hood that's going to stay on the car, but I just wanted the hood to match the color of the car for if I want to take off the hood that I'm putting on. Yes, I am going with a carbon fiber front end on the car and a carbon fiber trunk and stuff like that for the car as well, but I still wanted the original panels to be painted the same color. It could have been a little bit cheaper probably to do it without painting those things, but I still wanted to paint everything just in case I wanted things to match up at the end if I sell any of the other parts. But the car is still being painted. He is aligning the front end, aligning the wide body, pretty much getting everything 100% where it should be, because it's going to be a 100% show car. It's not a car that's going to be driving on the street on a daily basis, stuff like that. So that car has to come out A1 because it has his name written all over it. Oh, adding on to that, the car not going to be done probably for another month or so. So a lot of you people ask me on Instagram and everywhere, oh, did you give up on the TSX? No, I did not give up on the TSX. The TSX will be out, just not yet. Now, moving on to what I've been doing. You guys should know me and know that I like trying new things. I decided to go into the business of rebuilding cars. I've been shopping on Copart. I bought about like 7-8 cars off of Copart already, and I did make vlogs for each one of those cars that I've bought and flipped, but I did not post them, which might be something that I'm put after this, because it's going to be a new sequel to the channel. It's something that's been going on YouTube. All the YouTubers are doing it. They're building crashed cars. You see TJ Hunt rebuild his Ferrari, and he rebuilt his he's rebuilding now his Ford Mustang. Then you got BS for Build. BS for Build did his GTR, and then his Aston Martin, the M5, and all those cars. Now he's redoing a Lamborghini. Then you got Goon Squad doing one Lamborghini, but he has 2 Lamborghinis. He's using one for parts, and there's things that they've been doing for a while on their channels. Now, it's something that caught my attention. I wanted to do myself. You guys did see that I bought the black TSX, and I've been rebuilding that from scratch. I bought it from a junkyard, and I pretty much put it together as far as where it is now. I posted that video before this one, so you guys didn't see that, go check that out. It shows you all the updates on where the car's at right now, and what spot it is, and what it's waiting for. Now, the rebuilding cars thing is something I've always wanted to do. Like, I've been since day one. I used to buy messed up cars, and I put them together and would drive them, then flip them. Now, sorry about that. Now that I actually have a little bit more money, if you guys know, I don't have enough time. Well, not that I don't have enough time. I don't have a lot of time to be vlogging and doing this and that and other things, because I did open that new business with my mom, stuff like that. And it takes up most of my day, but I still get a chance to shop on Copart, check out new cars, and I still get a little chance to go pick them up. I actually did buy a trailer. For those of you guys that didn't know, I think I did post it on Instagram or not. I did buy a trailer, so now I do have a trailer to move my cars around. I've actually picked up this car and the one that's over there as well, that I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. I did pick those up with the trailer, and I did pick up a few other cars with the trailer as well. So the trailer's actually doing good. We did a lot of remodeling to it. We didn't remodel, we painted it and added some LED bars. I still got to add some LED bars at the back for the reverse, and some D-hooks on the trailer itself, so I could actually strap the car on how it's supposed to be. But that's on to another topic. Let's move into what I've actually bought so far. So recently I bought this 2010 TL that I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. That is one of the first cars that I bought, well, second car, because I did buy the black TSX for myself. Speaking about the black TSX isn't in the garage as of right now. It's in another garage, just for the simple fact that I did buy another 2010 TSX. So now I have 2 CU2s, and I was undecided of what I wanted to do and which one I wanted to build first, which one I wanted to put together first, because I'm not actually like building these cars to be show cars. I'm gonna put them together stock, and then from there I'll go on if I want to sell them or if I want to keep them. I am going to keep one TSX, and I am going to keep my TL as well. But after these cars, I still need a 2015 and up TLX. That's my next dream car to add to my collection. I wanted the 05 TSX. I wanted the CU2 body, so which is like 09 to 14 or 13 TSX, and I have 2 of those. So I'm gonna be selling one and keeping one. And I have the 2010 TL, which I wanted the 09 to, what is it, 14, 13 TL. I wanted one of those bodies. And the TLX. The TLX is the only one that's missing. And I gave myself a timeline of 2 months. I have 2 months to rebuild cars, flip cars, whatever I have to do to buy myself a TLX. And that's going to be another big restoration project for the channel. I'm going to go ahead and post some pictures of the TL now real quick so you guys can see how it was when I first picked it up. Now you guys seen those quick little pics of the TL when I first picked it up. I want to show you guys the car, where it's sitting at right now, what I've actually done to it, and what's missing to it. So let's go ahead and check out the TL. This right here is my 2010 Acura TL. This is not the SH all-wheel drive. This is actually the basic front-wheel drive model. It is charcoal gray with the black interior, complete black interior. Only one airbag deployed on this car, and I'm going to show you that in a little bit. But this car has 156,000 miles, I believe it was, when I got it. Buy it now price was $1,050. I'm gonna tell you the truth, I don't have a tax ID onto my account, so I haven't been able to like reduce those taxes on these cars that I buy. I'm gonna tell you the prices on these cars that I want, how much I bought them for, and like how much I bought them for, how much I paid, so you guys see how bad the taxes are when you buy them as public. I am going through the process. This was the secret, but I am going through the process to get my business account, my business license. I don't want to put the other business in marketing with this one, so I wanted to get 2 different tax ID numbers to do both things differently, or separate both businesses. So I am working on that to get a little bit easier access and pay less, a little bit less for all these cars that I'm buying off the auction and actually rebuilding and flipping. So this car I paid, it was buy now at $1050. We'll tell you a story behind that. It was when I first seen it, I wasn't planning on buying it. I seen it at auction, it was at $250. I max bid $650 on it, because I was like, all right, I won't pay more than $650 for the car, because the condition it looked, as you guys seen, it was really, really bad. So max bid for me was $650. Woke up the next morning, it said max bid $675. Somebody was already bidding against me, and it wasn't even at auction yet. It wasn't live on auction yet. So I went ahead, put max bid $950. Went to work, did my routes in the morning at work. When I got off, I looked at it again right before the auction. It was at $975. I was like, no, I can't lose this car. So I went ahead, deposited some money into the account, and made the buy it now offer at $1050. Bought it right away. With taxes, it went up to $1,500. Yeah, $1,502. It was $1,502 with taxes. So I paid a good whopping $1,500 for this TL, and it was pretty hurt, as you guys seen. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the car real quick right now. Show you guys what damages are left on the car. From the picture, you guys seen that the whole glass was smashed in and the roof was dented. The roof is still a little dented, but we do have a brand new glass put on. Shout out to my man Galatico. If you guys are in the Bethlehem, Allentown, Reading, all these areas, Lancaster, stuff like that, I'm going to leave his info down in the description. You guys can hit him up for the glass. He is a really, really, really reliable guy with these. Really cheap. The glass it was put on, I did have to fix the roof as much as I can. I took the headliner out, hit it out as much as I can. You can still see there is a little gap here, but when this car goes to Rolly to get painted, he will fix this for me. So it's nothing really serious. New glass put on. I did remove the whole entire front end, but good thing is this whole entire front end is already on its way. All I am missing is the headlights. So if you guys know anybody with headlights, please let me know. I need headlights and the whole fog light assembly for them with the fog light covers. That's going to be the only thing missing. Fenders are already on the way, hood's on the way, front bumper's already on its way. So once all those parts are on, this car will be complete and ready to get painted. This side skirt is missing, but it actually is here, just a little damage. I don't know if I'm gonna put that on yet. Now, as you guys seen, this door was really damaged on the car. Mirrors were broken, stuff like that. It was really, really dented. They actually just took it to the trash yesterday, but I was able to find this complete door for $200 off a guy in Allentown with the matching mirror, same color. The two grays are a little bit off. I'm guessing this is the 2010, this is 2012 color, but they're both grays. So I was thinking about buying the whole entire front end used in gray, but no matter what, I wanted this car to look fresh and clean, so I'm going to get it resprayed completely. So we got the door for $200. That's putting us at $1,700 for the car so far. Then you got the side damage here, which has a little dent here and then scratches all the way to the back. Up to here has a small dent on the quarter panel as well, but nothing too serious. The rest of the car is completely fresh. Has its minor scratches here and there, but nothing too crazy that won't be taken care of. I don't know what this guy hit, but it actually came all the way to the back and damaged the trunk a little bit. You got scratches on the whole quarter panel, everywhere scratched. So that gave me a reason to pretty much swap it out. Not swap it out, respray the whole entire car. We were able to grab this side mirror, driver's side mirror, for $20. Shockingly, $20. I got this mirror. It is a little damaged, but it's something that will hold for now. When the car gets resprayed, I'll get a brand new one. I just need something to move it around with. This car was not a running car at the moment of the auction. I am going to post a video when I bought it at the auction. It was not running. It did start. They said it did start, but it didn't. The battery was shot. Right now it has no battery in it. The battery is actually in the other TSX right there. I'm going to show you next. But this car now does run and drive. I did drive it, started, everything good. I do got to do oil change just because it's been sitting for a while and stuff like that. But it had a bent tie rod, which was the only reason why this car was not running. Rad support, you guys could tell, was bent a little bit. I did pull it out as much as I could. I want to wait until all the front end parts come in, test fit everything on. Since this is a personal car, I really don't care as much. But I want to test fit all the panels, see if anything is mislined, and if it is, I am going to switch out the rad support because you guys can tell it's still a little bent here. So anything I have to do is just take out the spot welds, remove the whole entire rad support, put a new one on. The radiator is cracked on the bottom because you guys can tell it was bent in on the bottom. So I ordered a brand new radiator as well with the front end. Interior on this car is completely fresh. This is a push-to-start model. All door panels, all seats, everything is completely fresh. Only airbag they deployed was the driver's side steering wheel one, which is like $500 itself. So I haven't got that yet. But everything else in the interior is completely fresh. Everybody that comes to my house falls in love with this car because the price that I paid for it and the condition is really in is shocking. As of right now, into the TL with the front end and everything bought, missing the side skirt. We can probably buy a new one. Maybe the rad support and the headlights and the steering wheel airbag, which is the only things that are left over. I'm probably into this car about, let's say I paid $630 for the whole front end besides the headlights. That's including the radiators. That would put us at about like 17, like about like $2,400 total into the car, plus whatever's gonna charge. Rolly's gonna charge me to get the car resprayed. So it's not a bad deal for this TL. I've seen people selling these for about $7-8 grand art title. So if I would want to flip it, I would have a little bit more money spared to flip it. I'll still be winning. But this car is my personal car. I always wanted a 2010 TL, and I actually have it now. Now let's move along to the TSX. I'm gonna show you guys the damage on TSX and why this TSX is here and not the other one. Alright, so here we got my second. This is actually a 2009 TSX. This is not a 2010 like the other one. This is a 2009. This is not the tech package. I think the tech package is like the mid model, and then you got the, what is it? The special edition. Special edition tech, and there's something before the tech. But this is the cheaper version because it doesn't even have a big radio on the inside. But moving into this car actually does need a lot of work, and it has a little bit more damage than the black TSX, but at the same time it has a way better body than the black TSX. Let's get into this TSX. Before I actually go into depth with this TSX, I'm going to actually post some pictures right now of how this car was when I first picked it up and when it was on the trailer. Alright, now that you guys seen all the how this car looked when I first got it and they dropped it off on the trailer, let's go into detail on where the damages are on this car. The biggest damage to this car is actually the wheel well itself, where you can see that it is pushed in. The wheel did hit it and pushed it in, bent the suspension, broke the control arm, and honestly, I bought a new inner and outer tie rod thinking that it was messed up, but the rack and pinion actually broke on this car. So, shout out to Gio De Jesus from Allentown, PA. He works at Harry's You Pull It. He hooked me up and was able to go to the junkyard, pull me the rack and pinion off the CO2 that's over there, and has it holding for me. We're actually going to go pick that up now once I'm done with this vlog. Going back to the damages on the car, you guys can see, like I said, it is pushed in there, which bent this whole pillar itself, pushing the door back a little bit. This can be repaired, that can be repaired. It's something that people are like, oh yeah, just part out the car. I don't want to part out the car. These cars like this can be salvaged. This car actually has 125,000 miles. It's 2009. Fresh interior, fresh body, fresh everything. This is something that I wouldn't want to part out. So, like I said, new lower control arm needs a new rack. The rack's already on its way. I already ordered the in and outer tires. Might as well put that new. I do need this strut. I should have told Gio to bring me this strut. I do need this. because it is pretty bent. I was forgetting about that. I should have told him about that. Besides that, that's the damages to this side. The rad support was pushed in a little bit, just a tad bit in this corner. What else? We have, like I said, rad support here bent. The radiator and the AC, what is it? I don't know, condenser? I forgot what it's called. Listen guys, I'm tired right now. But everything did bend, break in the front, causing all these damages that you could see here. This isn't as bad as it actually looks, because if I straighten out this panel right here, this little pillar right here, remove the spot welds like I was starting to do here, remove the spot welds, I can put a brand new rad support and everything will line right back up, unlike the black TSX where the impact pushed in all the way up to the shock tower itself. So that's the reason why this TSX is actually here instead of the black one. Now, once all this side is repaired, the car will be drivable. This car isn't drivable right now. When I bought it, it did not even say that it started, for a simple fact that that impact right there disconnected a plug under the dash that made the car not start. So buying some of these cars at the auction, you'll get scared thinking, okay, it doesn't run, it doesn't drive, it doesn't start, nothing. But it could be the dumbest things. Like this was just a plug and the car started up right away. 125,000 miles, this car is perfect for the condition it's in. Let's go back into the damages. The rad support right here, all this rad support has to get replaced. Once that rad support is replaced, like I said, you could just slap all the parts on and the car should be straight again. Might need a body shop to do that, just to tackle the rad support back on, but it's not as bad. You guys can see this whole passenger side itself is still fresh. The fender's just pushed in a little bit here, which caused the door to get slightly moved back. That's why the door is not aligned right now. You guys can see it's still a little open. But look at the interior on this car. I do actually have the grill. I got that from Leo. Shout out to Leo for that. Interior is immaculate in this car. Side pillar airbag, current airbag deployed, and the driver's side steering wheel and driver's side seat itself bag did deploy. But moving to the rest of this car, you guys can see the interior is beautiful. There's no dents, no scratches, no nothing on the rest of the car. So why would you part out a car this clean? Wheels are like brand new. There's no scratches, nothing on the wheels. Everything is beautiful on this car. There's no reason to part something out like this. You could fix this up, spend about like $1,500, $2,000 putting this car together and still make good profit off of this. I paid a good $1,000 for this car. I won the auction at $700 and paid $310, $20 in fees. It was $1,023 in total for the whole car. So that's putting me at, I spent like $6 in gas. I don't count gas. But I have all the parts to put that whole side together besides the strut itself. And I spent $200 on the control arm, axle, inner and outer tie rod. And now that I bought the rack and pinion, I spent $6 on a rack and pinion. The rack and pinion was only $37, but I did decide to give Drew a little bit of extra cash just for doing me that huge favor and going to pick that up for me. So where am I at into this car right now? To have this car running and driving, I'm at about, let's say, $1,300, $1,400 to have this car running and driving. Now all it just needs is the rad support and align everything and put the whole front end on. I'll be into this car probably by the time I'm done with it about $3,000 into the car. And it'll be a completely fresh, beautiful car. So it's a new hobby that I'm getting myself into and into the channel where I want to rebuild these cars. I want to rebuild these cars that people think are junk. I want to rebuild them, show you everybody that you don't have to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, get yourself into big loans, pay off cars for 5 years to have a pretty much brand new car. So these cars, you see them in the street and people are still paying them off. When I have two TSXs, haven't paid more than, what, $2,000 for both of them together, paid $450 for the black one, now I paid $1,000 for this one. So I have two of them, and I'm still not even at where people pay for down payments for these cars at the dealership. I know I'm going off and rambling about what I've been buying and what I'm doing, this and that. I know you guys don't really want to hear that, but I just want to introduce you guys to a new part of the channel and what we're going to be doing into the channel now. Now that I've got the parts to rebuild that gray TSX, that's going to be part of the vlog. I'm going to add that into this, not to this vlog, but probably the next vlog, where we move that car to the lift, drop the subframe, put the new rack in, put the subframe back on, and then start assembling everything on that side to get the car drivable. I'm going to throw the spare that I have around here, put that spare on, have the car drivable to be able to move it around inside the garage, in and out. Same thing I did with the TL, made it drivable. Now, after I make it drivable, then I'll just start buying panels and everything I need to have the car running and driving to get inspected. Alright, now that I went ahead and showed you guys both cars that we have working on in the garage, the biggest projects that we're going to be rebuilding within the couple weeks. My goal is to have this TL done in 2 weeks. I'm actually about like 5-6 days into the car. You guys see where it's at right now. All the parts should be coming in about this week, Then, like I said, all I need would be the airbag for the steering wheel, headlights, and fog light cover, stuff like that. We have the side skirt, I could repair that. So we're into this car about like 5-6 days, and it's already running and driving pretty much everything it needs. Doesn't have any issues, doesn't need an alignment or nothing like that. TSX, the TSX is something that's going to take quite a little bit, just for the simple fact that it has a little bit more damages than the TL actually had. So the TL, I give myself about like a month to have it put together and driving, then paint. Now, I want to know, what do you guys want to see after I'm done putting these two cars together? What other car would you guys like to see me buy at the auction and rebuild? Whatever car comes after this, my personal car that's coming after this is going to be the TL X. Now, I want to know what you guys want me to rebuild. Once I rebuild, whatever I buy, it is going to be going up for sale. Like I said, the TL X will not be going up for sale. The TL will not be going up for sale. One of the TSXs will not be up for sale, but one of them will be. The black one, I'm actually thinking if somebody wants to buy it, how it is sitting right now, I want $2,500 for the car. That's giving me a little bit of profit to make. But if it doesn't go for sale, if it doesn't sell, then I'm going to keep it and rebuild it, and then I'll probably sell it when it's done. But I'm sorry for keep rambling on and off about what we're going to be doing on the channel. But I'm going to join the wave and start rebuilding cars. Now, that is not being, I'm not saying that I'm going to stop posting videos on the TSX, the Boosted TSX, because that's not going to happen. The Boosted TSX will start this channel. Once that car comes back, it's going to be videos and videos and videos on top of that car, just for the simple fact that I have pretty much all the parts I need to put that car together, but it's getting painted. So paint is more important than all these parts that are sitting here, because if its car looks ugly, what's the point of putting all this money into the car? That car should be done hopefully before the summer. And I am going to take it to a few shows. I'm not going to be at every single show, but I am going to be taking it to a few shows. Now that we have the trailer, the car will be trailered. It's going to be a trailer queen. It's going to be at most of the shows that I'm actually able to attend. But I do want to enjoy my summer. I do want to go on vacation, stuff like that. Don't want to just dedicate myself just straight to the cars and not have fun with my life. That being said, I'm going to conclude this video here. Thank you guys for all the support, and I hope you guys enjoy what's coming to the channel. Peace.